Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. I am Dan, and I want to stress that this is the 15th of March, and it's been 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 6 weeks since the bannings. Do you recognize this deck? Well, I played a lot of things has resulted in this deck. And I played this Ghost of Grixis Storm deck. I didn't know what he was going to do, but it looked like a Grixis Storm deck. And then I thought, what would I be doing with the Grixis shell? The shell of Grixis Storm was very, very good at drawing a lot of cards. So what would I be doing? If I wasn't going to Storm, and I'm not going to cast Temporal Fissure, what could I do with all this? Well, and then I played Anok's Turbo deck, Turbo Fog deck. So what about Grixis Erasure? If I have 2 Grixis Erasure out, and I draw 30 cards, I mill my opponent, and he will probably have drawn some cards himself. So I am now brewing here, and I haven't tested this deck. That's why I'm in the Just for Fun room. And my plan is to play Grixis Mill, or maybe I'll call the deck Ghost of Grixis Storm. Now we're playing against Voice. I remember these kinds of hands. They sucked. So we have to get ourselves something, right? Or can we go off by this? We have the probe, we have... No, we really need a land. This deck does mulligan horribly though. There's blue mana, Brainstorm, no. Cloudfin Raptor! I haven't seen him. Yeah. Do you stream? But I don't, because I think streaming, I don't know very much about it. I want to learn more, but I think that streaming a tournament is really stupid, because your opponents can watch you play, and I don't want to give them that edge. I am up against the Evolve deck, and I really need blue mana, or just stuff to go off with. But I'm in no hurry. There's a star. Okay, now we can actually play the Grixis Erasure with the star, which is probably good. Brainstorm feels a lot of Alright, so I have plenty of time here. I'm at 19, he pumps. And there's the second Erasure. So we are gonna play the first. We might need more land than Grixis Storm did. There's a Sign in Blood, that's pretty good. But I do remember distinctly putting a lot of mana into this deck, and it's mana that's the problem right now. And not having blue and not being able to play the second Erasure sucks. Aha! Drawing extra cards! Are you, Mr. Mr. Evolve. Well, that's 2 points of damage. So I'm still at 13. I don't feel in any danger, and the milling begins. Oh, okay, it's my... Select target. I have to do that every time. Always yes, always yield. Okay, so I'm still at 7 cards. I don't need to go off right now. But he's tapped out and he might be playing counterspells. So let's go. And let's hope we find mana. Double Petal is pretty good. Why am I getting to okay this? It seems to be like a very good draft deck. Okay, so I have two red mana. Well, I do want to play the second Grixis Erasure before I do anything else. So I will do that. What the fuck? Okay, I had to tap it for the right mana. I'm adding blue. Okay, so we are HannaMorphosing this. Into 2 blue. We got to use the Ideas Unbound again here. We have the probe as well. Always yes, always yield. So he doesn't have anything dangerous, that's good to know. But we have a long way to go before we can mill him out. So if I actually cast Ideas Unbound here, there is like... but I can mill 12. But that accomplishes very little. Choose a card to put on top of the library. A Brainstorm and a Sign in Blood, perhaps? One mana left. Why can't I just yield to this? Okay, so I have milled in 35. Have I played the land? I don't think I played the land. So that can be cast. I don't want to die next turn. Well, I'll use the Lotus Petal to draw the Sign in Blood. For red, casting the HannaMorphose, getting to black. I've moved to 7. But I'm pretty far from it, so this this theory is probably crap. There's an erasure. Can I rebuild from this? Yes, I can. I still have 12 cards. 12 cards mill in my hand. But it's just not enough, is it? And I have to drop 3 cards. Those cards are probably Iris and Bound. We do want to brainstorm still, so maybe that. This deck obviously needs more tuning. I thought that was the situation where I was going to win when I got the 2 early Aces Erasure. But given, maybe Idas and Bound is the wrong card because it's so crippling. Maybe I should replace them just with Ponders. Please let me know if you have any input on this deck, because it's obviously not working right now. But I had to try it. I have in my sideboard 4 curses for the Curse of the Bloody Tome for the control decks, but any aggressive deck should just be able to beat me down. And he now has lethal on board. And we won't get any closer than... He will have 19 cards left. Oh. 17 cards left. And Curfew out of the sideboard will probably help. Oh, choose a card. We don't want Seeding Song, we don't want the Ritual. Thank you. This was tedious. Oh, now it worked. But we got him to 16 cards. And then we died. So it's not tuned yet, is it? We will sideboard in Curfews. The thing is, maybe we should get rid of the cards that cripple us so bad after we stop going off. What the? Okay. Well, he left, so time for well, maybe people just play one duel here. In the Just for Fun room. I don't know, is that I am usually not in this room. When I came into Pauper, when I started playing Pauper in April of 2012, I did play in this room, and then I only played single duels. But I don't know, do people normally just play one game in the Just for Fun room? But I am not done with this deck. So I will play another duel. While we wait, let's look at the shell here. I took HannaMontana's, that's a Pauper player who has a lot of 4-0s with everything. I took his Grixis Storm shell and modified it. So this is the deck. But I need to figure out how to recover for myself, because I will obviously not be able to mill people out in the first take. But maybe I should give it like 10 tries and see how many times I actually mill someone out. Because Grixis Storm could also just fail. And maybe that was what happened there. So let's see what Carl S7 will do to us. This looks like a decent starting hand. Maybe we should cut down on Ideas Unbound. It seems like that would be a good idea. He is blue. That's not what we like to see. And maybe we should have a look how blue is. What kind of blue is? He is a Delver deck and he has a counterspell and a spell starter's fairy. This used to be the worst matchup for this deck. So it will probably be pretty bad. He didn't have a very aggressive hand though. Now he has spell starter sprite. And counterspell. But we don't need to go off yet. So what do we discard here? The double Ideas Unbound, I guess. Lonely Sandbar. Only has one counterspell. Don't need to do anything yet. We don't really need to care about the storm count, so we could play Lotus Petals happily. Oh, there's a ninja coming. If we could cast Manamorphose without sacrificing a land, I would do that to get it countered, but there was no ninja. Silkbound Fairy. Okay, so what can we bait the counterspell with? So counterspell Piracy Charm. There's red mana. We need 7 cards in the graveyard for Ritual to go through. Counter the Brainstorm. So then we are free to go off. We have blue, red, and something else. That should be enough. So probe. Looting. God. Maybe just place the... We'll place the erasure on the field like this. And now we should be able to do lots of stuff, but we're playing the lands as they are. That's not very impressive, is it? All is yes, all is yield. Maybe we need to cut the color. Blue black, and we have 7 cards. But if we get 5 black mana, we can do nothing with it except signing blooding. Blue, red, white, black. Oh, the danger of a counterspell is so big. So let's try that. This should draw a counter if it has a counter. More land at least. So this will give us red mana, so we can start doing the faceless lootings. We have 3 black left. We are at 7. We should be... we could have a really big round next round. So let's Morphose. No, we're gonna need a Morphose next turn. So let's do nothing and then go off next turn. He has 41 cards left. So the first game we got somebody to 16. No! Why is that card still in the deck? Well, I don't think... we could wait another turn. So let's try to replay it. We'll have it counter that we can still go off. Wait a minute. No. We don't want it. We were only kidding. Okay, now I like to go off, please. Silkbind Fairy Beatdown. He has 1 card. And it's off to the races. So we are morphosing for green. And that color. Adding 2 blue. Right of flame. Ideas Unbound. Okay, now we are quite aware that he can't counterspell us. So it's time for the erasure. Sign in blood. The last sign in blood we can use. So going down this low, I wasn't ever a very good Grixis Storm player. So if a good Grixis Storm player is looking at this, please let me know if this is an idea at all. So we still have red for faceless looting. And there's a shred memory. Discard 2 cards. I want to discard Sulfur Vent and faceless looting. So I have 6 mana. I think a brainstorm could be pretty good here. Oh wow, erasure was irritating. Playing that land? No, can't do that. Play the brainstorm. Soon he will at least have less cards in his library than I do. Okay, we are putting Scary Spring. There. Actually getting the Rite of Flame here was pretty good. So we can faceless looting. We can't shred memory for another erasure, but I'd rather keep this going. So let faithlessly loot. And discard 2 lands. Okay, so we have 3/4 mana left. Shred memory erasure does nothing. Shred memory for what? What has a casting cost of 2? Shred memory for Cabal Ritual. Manamorphose. I think we are just dead. Tell me if there is a way out. Putting that on top of the library. There's a Rite of Flame and a Sign in Blood. Sign in Blood must be really bad. Okay, so we have 2 black mana and 1 colorless mana left. There's more mana. So now we can faceless loot again. For those 2 worthless cards. We got him down to 25. Shred memory for what? Shred memory for Grape Shot! God damn it. I'm gonna get myself a blue mana here, hoping for something. Don't know. It's a Lotus Petal. 24 cards. Casting the Lotus Petal. Yeah. Well, that didn't go anywhere. I did get him down to 24. There is something. There is something here. I can't really let it go yet. I have to fail more. So I got him down to 23 cards. So, in the comments to this video, tell me what I should have done differently. And we'll brew this deck together. I'll include the deck list in the post. Against this kind of deck, we're gonna need the duresses. We're gonna take out cards that are one-off. And I think it should be 3 duresses. Let's see if he wants to do another round. So I would like to play first. Ah, he changed his background. Well, here's a ton of mana. What to do with it? Why is the Gate Warden in the deck? That was weird. Maybe he's expecting some sort of attack from my side. This looks like some sort of party. We don't want him to reach 4 mana so he can get so he can counter twice. We could actually one counterspell could counter so much now. And he needs to do something, so I don't think that he will recklessly... I will brainstorm at the end of his turn. I don't think he recklessly will keep... I don't think he will keep 4 blue mana open. Because he will play stuff like that. So we was right in waiting a turn. But his plan is to counter the card draw. But I think this is us going off, right? Let's see what he's got. Oh my god, he's just loaded with the counter spells. So let's do it right now. And that's 4 cards in the graveyard. This is Ideas Unbound. That's 5 cards in the graveyard. Manamorphose. For blue, I would suspect it's not very important with the 2 spheres out. Playing a land. Getting myself even more cards. And then Ritual red mana. Red mana. Sign in blood. Okay, I need to find one of my erasures. Ritual. Morphos. To 2 blue. Brainstorm. Putting the lamp back. Morphos. For blue and red then. Now I'm really going off here, but I don't find an erasure. And I better do that soon. So now I'm stuck with all lands, which would be the danger of increasing the land count. And I'm gonna have to discard all of them as well. So cast that. Cast that. We still have this thing. To res him. To make things easier next turn. Right of flame. And this is the critical thing. We need to find business. That's sort of business. Yeah, we know that. There's another probe. Let's cast it for life this time. So we have gotten ourselves down to 29. That's the record on that front. Is this the end of our run? Yes, it is. We died the mana death. That's one of the two ways. And we didn't even find... Faithless Looting should protect us from that, but we didn't find a single Faithless Looting, nor did we find a single Jace's Erasure. So I think this was pretty unfortunate. And as I said, this did happen to Grixis Storm as well. Pretty much all the grape shots were at the bottom. Bad luck. And it will be very hard to do some damage now. I do wonder why Ona's Gate Warden was in his deck. And that guy. Yay, Chromatic Star! So he's doing 4 points of damage, and next turn I have to go off somehow. And this time I had the best Storm ever, but I only got him down to 44 cards. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Oh, there's the erasure! Finally. Now I'm just doing random shit. That is the death of us! No, we can still play the Chromatic Star. And filter it for a blue mana. And look at our Jace's Erasure. And notice that it's one left. But that wouldn't have done very much. And we got him down to 44. So in the end we got them down to 16, 23 and 44. Yeah, I should run this against a Cloud Post deck, a Temporal Fissure deck, or an Is It Post deck, and see what they can do. Yeah, thank you, Carl7. It was nice playing with you. Much better than the other guy who just ran away. Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I was trying to brew with the shell of Grixis Storm, but it didn't really work out, did it? I'm gonna post a deck list and I want your opinions on what could be improved.